So North Korean state media reported that Kim Jong-un presided over a meeting discussing how there is a suspected case entering North Korean territory. And the interesting thing here is that they allege that it's a defector coming from South Korea. And if this is indeed verified, this will be the first ever confirmation of COVID-19 case in North Korea.
You say if it's verified. How is it likely to be verified? Is the South trying to do that?
I think the closest thing to verification or confirmation would be something coming out of World Health Organization. The WHO official, they are receiving weekly updates from North Korea's Ministry of Public Health. And until now, even if they were receiving weekly updates, many experts were very doubtful of what's coming out of WHO because they repeated North Korean claim that there has been 0 confirmed cases in COVID-19. But if this person indeed went into Kaesong City and if the WHO was involved in the COVID-19 testing procedure, maybe we will see some sort of statement coming out of that organization.
It's interesting because the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has ordered a total lockdown of Kaesong City, which would look as though it's a complete overreaction.
Well, until now, Kim Jong-un have been already ordering a very hardcore measures on regarding COVID-19 prevention, calling it national emergency. They locked down the China-North Korea border starting late January. That was very, very early compared to other countries. So the lockdown of Kaesong, it's not that surprising if the defector indeed contacted a few people there. Today in North Korean party daily Rodong Sinmun, it used the whole full page, the 4th page, to discuss how the quarantine measures in many different cities, including Pyongyang, the capital, has been strengthened. And a lot of more quarantine stations have been established, and they are claiming that they are trying to produce more goods that are used in quarantine prevention projects in those cities.
Reportedly, the total number of tests conducted in North Korea to date has only been about 1,000. So can anyone be sure that the virus is not already out in the community?
So the testing itself, it seems it's a very, very small number compared to the entire North Korean population. It's a little over 1,000 per the last update, which was June 19. From my perspective, it's really unlikely that North Korea has 0 confirmed cases as of mid-June. They share a border with China, and China is one of the countries that saw one of the most severe cases arising in the territory, and there are a lot of smugglers going back and forth. Although there has been a lockdown, it's almost impossible that there is 0 confirmed cases. But it's interesting because with this defector going into Kaesong City and quote unquote being suspected of COVID-19, now North Korea has a very good pretense to start reporting domestically that there may have been confirmed cases in the territory, blaming someone from outside North Korea.
Yes, so in other words, you're saying this could be blame shifting. It's already in the country. They're using this example of a defector from the South to say the problems come from the South, not from China or anywhere else.
Well, that would be a very convenient way for North Korea to frame it, right? Because blaming someone coming in and out of China, it would be very tricky because, first of all, it's China. It's one of their closest allies. And second of all, North Korean domestic propaganda has been going on and on for months about how they did a very good job closing down the border in Dandong and Siniju. So it would be against that framing until now if they will blame someone related to China. But right now, if you remember it, in June, we saw a very rapid escalation about regarding anti-South Korea campaign. Although it halted with the suspension of military action, it's still a very good reason. It's very convenient for North Korea to blame someone coming from South Korea because it wouldn't go against the North Korean propaganda that's been going on for months.
Jeongmin Kim, thanks very much for talking to us.